Hello, my name is Crystal Baker. Welcome to 5 days full body blast challenge, where we are going to blast from head to toe in all the nooks and crannies throughout the course of 1 week. You can expect the videos to be 5 to about 25 minutes long. I will be giving instruction along the way of the tools that I'm using. The primary rules are we will have small claw, large claw, nugget points. It is personal preference which you use. A lot of the tools are interchangeable, so go with what feels right based on where you are in your blasting journey. I have been doing this almost 9 years, so I'm a very seasoned blaster. I can move deeper and longer and use techniques that may be considered a little more advanced than some. So the biggest thing to remember is listen to your body, take what you need. If you need more time in a certain area than what I spend, take it. If you need less time in a certain area, feel free to speed this up. Today we are going to do scalp, face, and neck to about here. The scalp blasting can be done over a hair wrap. You can put your tool inside of a sunglass bag or inside of any form of net. I've seen people use pantyhose, those mesh drawstring bags that sometimes gifts come in. Personally, I just use the Pro Nugget on my scalp, and I do not have any tangling, but it can be done with small claw, large claw, or the Pro Nugget. So I'm going to show you a little bit of each. If you are using a small claw tool, the biggest thing to remember, I just hold my hair down, go 1, 2, 3, and then lift. The more you lift away from the scalp, you can prevent the tangling. That's the word I was looking for. So 1, 2, 3, lift away. Same rules apply for the large claw. 1, 2, 3, lift. 1, 2, 3, lift. And this just prevents getting the tool stuck, especially if you start changing direction. I'm currently, ever since the Pro Nugget came out, a huge Pro Nugget fan. So I just kind of comb it through my hair to start with. Just going down the scalp. I'm looking for spots that feel tender or tight, which for me is usually right over the top of my head, above my ears, and at the base of my skull. And that is because I am a sleep clencher. So once I go through here and I find this spot right at the base of my skull back here, I'm going to give it a little wiggle. And then I'm going to do some shorter little strokes on there. Scalp blasting is one of the easiest ways to build the routine. I can do this while I sit on the couch at night watching TV. I can even, when my hair is up or pulled back, I can kind of follow the same, whatever path my hair is in. If my hair is on top of my head, I move this way. So it's convenient as something that I can do for part of a healthy blasting routine and TLC for the scalp. For the care of my scalp and hair, we'll get there, guys. I can talk, I promise. While sitting on the couch, I don't have to be oily for it. I don't have to be warmed up or hot for it. I don't have to do any icing after. And this is one that helps so much when it comes to the tension in my jaw. And I find with this Pro Nugget, I can move more freely around my hair without any form of tangling to worry about. And it's because the nugget points are so long. Whew, it gives me the tingles every time. All right, nice quick scalp blast. You can just kind of feel it waking everything up. When I blast my face, I usually prefer to do this in the shower using cleanser. My skin is pretty sensitive, so I don't like to add too many additional oils. And if I do, I have to be very particular about the ones that I put on my face. I have my various skincare serums and oils. So what I use for blasting my face and neck is a thicker skincare face oil, just whichever one from whatever skincare line makes your skin happy. Again, there's multiple tool options for the face. There's the face blaster and the OMG blaster. Right now I just brought out the single claw one because this is my favorite. So whichever one you prefer. I'm going to start with the single claw and I will switch to the face blaster when I work around my jaw. I start from the top, especially after just finishing my scalp. I find it's easier to pick one end of the body to start with and work your way to the other. No real pressure, nothing more than what you would use to apply makeup. Working my way around, just starting to get a nice little bit of blood flow going. On the forehead, I go diagonal from one side to the other, left and right, up and down. I told y'all I clench my teeth, so my eyebrows usually tend to have some little adhesions under there that can feel tender. So around the temple, just tiny little strokes on the eyebrow. I come down the bridge of my nose on each side. Under the eye, yes, you can blast under your eye gently. It feels even better if you use the bunny ear tool, which is another OMG attachment that has two slightly more bulbous little legs on it, and it looks like a set of bunny ears, right? This is also great for sinus. If you are congested, this feels so good. Come down by the nose. In where I do under the cheek, I tip the tool a little bit because we're starting to get into the land of my tension from where I clench my jaw. And then same, I'm tipping it the other direction, working down over the chin. I do not blast on my lips because I am susceptible to cold sores, and those are not my friend. I do not want any more of them. And I find that if I blast on my lips, it tends to make them flare up. So I avoid that. Face blasting is very, very soothing. It can be something that you do as often as you want for just TLC. It doesn't really tend to have as much of an inflammatory response as like body blasting does because it's a lot shallower on the layers. So you can just treat it like part of your skincare routine, coming down from my nose, but not on my lips. I will also keep a bunny ear tool in my shower and work inside my mouth on my cheeks, again, for the clenching to get that buccal muscle things in there. Now I'm working around the jawline. I switch to the face blaster all the way up to the ear. Well oiled very lightly on the neck, up and down. Just get that good blood flow going and go back and forth. Scalenes along the side here tend to get tight. So I go all the way up behind the ear and down. You want to make sure you have enough oil on so that it's gliding. You don't want the tools pulling at your skin. Now I'm going to take the Pro Blaster and I'm going to just move along the back of my neck and the base of my skull. Adding a little more back there. And then I usually finish with the Pro Nugget at the back. Coming down my neck. I have two little troublesome vertebrae that sometimes like to get out of their alignment. I go to the chiropractor once a week. It's going to put back in, but usually when I'm blasting the back of my neck, I can feel which ones are going to cause me a problem for that week. After you are done, again, you can face blast as long as you want, with as many different variations of the OMG tools. You can give yourself an entire spa day with it. For me, when I am working through each week, making sure I hit my entire body once a week to be blasted, sometimes I focus on less is more. Just getting something done without doing a 45-minute detailed face blast. So if you already have an existing routine and you want today to be longer and much more in depth, absolutely go for it. 100% empowered to do whatever you would like with your routine. I'm going to focus more on building the routine and moving a little bit quicker, and the fact that any blasting is better than no blasting. The important part is getting that routine established. All right, I will see y'all tomorrow, and we're going to go chest and arms.